Hello and welcome to Rev Sports. We are shooting this video right after the practice and press conference, match day -1. You will be watching it on the eve of, on the match day itself, in the morning, sipping your hot cup of tea, coffee, having some breakfast, and trying to figure out how difficult will this game be. First question to you, Snehashish, is India just lost a game against South Africa, which we at least in calculations and in ideal situation, you want to win because out of the SENA countries, you want to win against South Africa and New Zealand, the easier opponent of the SENA countries. But obviously it has not gone according to plan. You want to go from Vizag with at least 2 points. What are your expectations from tomorrow's game?
Yeah, we definitely will expect to leave Vizag with 2 points, but it is going to be very, very tough. That I think everyone knows and believe also, because it's Australia. And Australia, as of now in this World Cup, we have seen they have been brilliant. I will say not perfect, because their batters have struggled a little bit against spinners. We will discuss about that. But overall, I think, again, the thing for which we know Australia, why they are champions, there is someone from the bowling, from the batting will step up and do the job for them, and that is what happening. And right now they are coming as an unbeaten team here, but India coming off after a defeat in the same ground, it will be very difficult for them. But if you see from Indians' perspective, I think what better game will be rather than having an Australian game just after a setback.
Absolutely, yes. And if you can win that,
yes.
And it's not like India cannot win. In the recent time, India has shown that they can win. Can they do it consistently? Can they again do it in such a short time, especially mentally? How much can they get back from the loss? Playing the Australians in front of a packed home crowd, because it's sold out tomorrow.
Yes, absolutely. It's a very, very good news, I will say. Even Alyssa Healy in today's press conference
was very happy. Yeah.
She seemed very happy that I heard that the crowd is sold out. I just hope few Aussie fans are there.
By the way, there are so many people who over the years have said, who watches women's cricket? Apparently there are a lot of people who do.
Yes.
That's why 2 games are sold out, not just one. Australia, India, and England, India is sold out as well. Guwahati, it was fantastic turnout.
Even here on
weekday 9th, it was a fantastic turnout. So there are people who watch. Maybe you aren't good enough to watch women's cricket. So now getting straight up to say, what do you think will be the probable 11 for India?
I think India should look to play both Amanjot and Renuka. I think 6th bowler that you are lacking, I think that is very much needed, especially considering the dew factor.
Yeah.
Last game the dew was there, and ultimately that play a huge role, right? And I think in the Australia game also, today's game also, I think it will play a huge role. So I think you will love to get a 6th bowling option, but in place of whom? Because Jemimah Rodriguez practiced. Practiced, so she is going to play definitely.
Harleen, I think.
But Harleen didn't practice, not in the optional practice, and yesterday and today also. So
because your options, as we have been talking about, this over and over again, that your options are either Harleen or Jemimah.
Yes.
So Jemimah clearly practiced against left-arm spinners. So she definitely seems like she's going to play. The one person who was missing from both the practice sessions, and till date, one thing is clear, that Harleen is pretty regular to practice sessions. So if she's not here, maybe she's not. It's a sign that she's not going to play, because against Australia, I do think that you need 6 bowlers, and especially someone like Renuka, who's your wicket taker. Amanjot is going to give you 4, 5, 6 overs or can contain you, but Amanjot is not really your strike bowler. You need a Renuka with a Kranti Gaur. Otherwise, there's too much pressure on Kranti Gaur and the spinners to take wickets. That's one. Now let's go to the Australian probable playing 11.
Yes.
from the last game, I think we can see two changes.
Yes.
One is Sophie Molyneux directly swapped with Georgia Warham. And the second, I would want it to be Georgia Wall in place of Talia Magra. But I don't know, in the practice session, it seemed Annabelle Sutherland probably is not, I don't know, probably she is not that well, or she might not play. So anyway, but the signs definitely were that Georgia Wall will come in. See,
Just
Talia,
practicing with female
yes, and Talia Magra might not be sitting out because she too was practicing. Also, she's the vice captain, though again, you know, Australians have earlier, you know, made their vice captain sit out if need be. So it won't be something surprising, but I'm not 100% sure that is going to happen. If Annabelle Sutherland is not playing, I would like to believe that it's because of a niggle and not that she's dropped. That's about it. Don't see a lot of changes, especially because teams like Australia, England, they actually don't make a lot of changes to the playing 11. That said, if this is the playing 11, why don't we talk about some of the matchups for the day?
Yes. I think I have to say Smriti Mandhana versus Ashley Gardner. I think this is a tried and tested matchup, I will say.
There is another tried and tested matchup.
Which one?
Pratika Rawal versus Ash Gardner.
Yeah, Pratika Rawal, yes, in the recent series we saw that. Even Ashley Gardner, again Harmanpreet Kaur also.
So let's say
forget
Ashley
Sophie
Gardner, don't forget Sophie Molyneux.
And don't forget Alana King also.
Don't forget Kim Garth also.
Oh yeah. Don't forget Megan Schutt also. Don't forget Australia team. They are coming for you.
But another one that I'm extremely interested in seeing the player matchup will be Aliza Healy versus Kranti Gaur.
Yeah.
She got Aliza Healy in all three matches,
all three matches,
in the bilateral series just before this. The in-swing, and we know that Aliza Healy struggles against in-swing. She's not in the best of her forms.
Then just think, if Renuka plays from both the ends, those in-swing.
That is why Renuka will be an important factor, of course. And Amanjot also you can't not take because of the batting factor. So there are a lot of factors, and you can't really ask a Sneha Rana to sit out, not only because of her batting contribution, but also you need spinners. That's about it. And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is dew, of course. So when we were out there, we just checked, and if you can see in the picture, both our hands are wet. So there's a lot of dew. You win the toss, you want to bowl first. But I won't say that only the second team will get the dew advantage.
10 to 12 overs of the first
innings also will be.
Yeah, the team will get that dew maybe coming in. But for that, you have to keep your wickets remaining in the last few overs.
Also, what I think is because it has not rained today at all, and the pitch was quite, open. I don't think it will be as slow as it was last game. It will be a little faster. Maybe the turn will come towards the end of the first innings and in the second innings. But overall, I would go that it would be a batting innings, batting pitch.
Yes, and a high scoring match you are expecting.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I do think that 280, 290 with the batting power that Australia has, if India is batting first, has to be there.
Yes, absolutely.
Has to be put up rather.
But for that, India's batters need to perform very, very well. After what have they
for any total to be put up against Australia, everyone needs to pull up their socks and put in their 120% for sure. The other area that I thought India needs to look at is in the dew, the fielding. It will be difficult. Because the kind of wetness that's there, and then of course because of the sweat, the ball will can slip from your hand. So both the teams have to be careful, but of course we know Australians are much better in that than us. More pressure on India, of course.
Yes, absolutely. I think we're coming off after a loss, as we mentioned, and that too, next game you are facing Australia. And just think, if you lost this game also, suddenly you are 4 points in 4 games. And now you have only 3 games left. All 3 games are, must-win games for you, right?
Yeah.
To avoid that net run rate thing.
Yes.
Right? So yes, I think a huge game for India, especially after the loss. And as you mentioned, if they play according to their potential, at least they can challenge Australia.
Correct.
And then under pressure, you never know what can happen. It can happen with any team. But for that also, you have to play your best cricket. But how quickly the team recover from the last loss, how they regroup, and how they come out and play their best cricket, that we need to see tomorrow.
Absolutely. Not
Today.
tomorrow. This is going at 8:30 a.m. today. So we'll be back at 1:30
Yeah.
with the pre-show. From 1:30 to 2:15, we will be outside the ACA VDCA Stadium, bringing you all the live updates, of course, but also bringing, talking more about the match, building to the game. The timing change is because at 2:20, the Mithali Raj stand and the Ravi Kalpana gate will be inaugurated, and we don't want to miss it. We will be obviously sending pictures so that you don't miss it. Of course, you can watch it in broadcasts. But yes, that's it from us for now. Keep watching some very interesting interviews coming up for you guys in Rev Sports. There's Abhimanyu Ishwaran, there's Carl Lewis. Do watch the interviews and do wait for 1:30 p.m. Then we come live. We will take all your questions and we will have a chat in a few hours time. Till then, take care, like, share and subscribe to Rev Sports, and bye-bye.
Thank you.